afternoon ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನದ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. Today's topic is power of science. You have to show your power. Okay, good afternoon to all. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Before going ahead, I just want to know, students, do you want to speak in English or Kannada? Which language you feel comfortable? Any language is working for me. Kannada, how many of you raise? No hesitation. So I came here to motivate people. Okay. So let us see. Anyway, today's chief guest, Dr. A.P. Bhatti. In fact, he is the right person to be a resource person for today's program, Science Association Inauguration. While listening to the introduction of sir, really it was overwhelming, very motivational to me and for you also, I hope. Is it not so? And another thing that about which I am going to tell later, when I saw him, actually I had seen him earlier on the campus also, but after long time I met him here. I did not know that he is a retired person, but even after retirement he is giving his service for the society. Okay, that's really great. And how it is useful scientifically, that we shall see later. Okay, thank you sir. And we have principal with us, Dr. Ramesh. Due to some reason, our principal, Dr. Ramu L. is out of station. Okay, anyway, Dr. Ramesh is on the dais. I heard that it's a professor of Sanskrita. How many of you have the subject Sanskrita? Sanskrit. Get the meaning of it. It is really meaningful and very useful to our life. If you understand it, it's really useful. Those who do not know Sanskrit, please he is a very good researcher. How many of you know? I don't know. He is an excellent researcher, particularly from. Okay. Okay. So after dais, there are many my colleagues, good friends. Okay. Some of them I already know. I cannot name all the names here. Anyway, most importantly, main target, galaxy of stars are there, none other than our students. So they are shining like anything. Definitely it's a proud feeling to me coming to Poornaprajna College. Why? Because how many of you know or don't know, I don't know. Tomorrow after your BSc, okay, wherever you go, whether within Karnataka, outside Karnataka or abroad, across the country, across the world, if you mention that you came from the college, that Poornaprajna College, it's a proud feeling to you and you will have a special respect because it has a very good reputation. Are you aware of it? Poornaprajna College. So it has a historical record for its excellence. Okay, so during my PUC, we used to refer some biology textbooks and physics, etc. So most of the textbooks from our Poornaprajna College teachers who published excellent books throughout Karnataka and of course outside Karnataka also, they are like a Bible, particularly biology textbook by Sudhakar Rao. It's an inspiration for us. Similarly, Professor M.N. Madhyastha. Okay, like that, many other professors are there. I think Professor Bhatt also, A.P. Bhatt. Their contribution is immense in the field of science. Okay, not only in science, of course, other branches of science. Science doesn't mean that only what we think science. Okay, science subject. Okay, even humanities also science. What you call social science. Okay, so there is no discrimination like only physics, chemistry, biology are science. So all branches of knowledge are science. Meaning of science, how we understand nature. It may be behavior. It may be our attitude or understanding the nature or secret of nature. Okay, so there is no discrimination. Of course, it is a function for inauguration of Science Association. I think only science students were got. So according to me, all students who are interested, it should be given open invitation. Okay, so it should be given open invitation. I am happy that my friend sir is also from Sanskrit. and my friend from Kannada department is also here. So I really feel happy. Okay, so we should not make discrimination about subjects. It should be given open invitation. Whoever is interested, political science may be interested in science. Similarly, you people may be interested in some other subject, maybe humanities, political science, economics, whatever. Because all branches of subject or knowledge is required, are required to our life to prosper, to excel, to succeed in our life. Okay, that's one important point. Anyway, so all of your science students, when we mention science students, one thought will come in our mind. They are very intelligent. Is it not so? So science people or science students have some special recognition. Okay, so they are maybe intelligent. They contribute something. They may come out with some invention. They are going to become scientists. Okay, in one or the other way, it doesn't mean that the other people do not have this one recognition, but science kids or science people or science students have special recognition in society. Okay, so for which I appreciate all of you. You should feel proud about yourself for having taken science as your career for your future, bright future. Okay, some of you may go for MSc or PhD or different fields are there tomorrow. Now we have physics, chemistry, biology, many other subjects are there, mathematics. Any field it may be, any branch of science. Definitely there is a very good scope, very good, very bright future to all of you. It all depends upon how you take it positively. Okay, and I will tell later. If some of the students find difficulty in understanding some of the subjects, science subjects. Okay, how it can be made easy. That is also possible. I try my level best in half an hour or 1 hour to motivate you people with the perspective of your bright future, and particularly to for science association. Okay, so it's an association. Of course, there are many NGOs, non-government organization, associations. Within your college also there are many associations. But when you are members of science association, you should feel proud, one thing. So yes, I am a member of science association. It's not just becoming a member. So you should have your responsibility. Being a member, how you can contribute. Being a science student. Yeah, a student from political science or art subject cannot become a member. So you people are member of this association. So when you become a member, of course regular activities will be there. Today inauguration is made, then tomorrow some other activity, some other lecture may be there. That's one part. In addition, you have a responsibility. Yes or no? Being a science student, what responsibility? So you have to create awareness. Today so many issues are there, so many problems we are facing in and around us. Okay, it may be related to climate change or natural calamities like tsunami or what is that, landsliding, untimely rain. So many things are happening. Okay, why all these things are happening? We should think rationally. And whether we can contribute, being a scientist, in what way we can contribute is also important. Then only it's worth becoming a member of science association. You will also feel proud. Okay, of course you may get a certificate that will be useful for your biodata or CV for your job opportunity. That's one thing. More than that, the experience what you gain being part of science association through various activities, exposures, experiences, definitely it will be useful for your bright future, including today's program. Yes or no? Okay. So this is a platform which will go with some interesting thing. Actually, so I used to come with a PowerPoint presentation usually for my talk, but this time I came casual because I was busy. I could not prepare any special PowerPoint for you people. But what all thoughts come in our mind, let me continue. Okay. But I want to cover one important aspect. What are the qualities of scientists? That's one point. Second thing, being scientists. Okay, you are all scientists. When you have taken science as a career, you are all scientists. Of course, now we can consider you people as budding scientists. Okay, budding scientists. Tomorrow you will become great scientists like Einstein, who knows? Okay, Watson and Crick, APJ Abdul Kalam or Sir Vishweswaraya. Okay, see, if I see all of your face, even Kalpana Chawla, Barbara McClintock, Nobel awardee. Okay, many. If I see your faces, okay, I feel feel I am getting all of you are becoming great scientists. Okay, it may be corporate level or entrepreneurship or whatever. Okay, maybe in teaching field or research field in India, abroad or whatever. I'm sure all of you excel in your field, that is science. Okay, it may be physics, chemistry, biology or whatever. How you can excel in your life with the example I will tell during my talk. Okay. First what to start. So I just now mentioned the qualities of scientists. Okay, what are the qualities? Before that I just mention. Okay. Many students, what I observed, science is subject is taken. Okay, it may be 3 combinations. State syllabus. I think 3 combinations. Combination of 3 subjects. I think NIP batch have 2 combinations. Whatever it may be. So depending upon your interest, you have chosen maths, physics, chemistry, biology, zoology, botany, microbiology, biotechnology. Many combinations are there. Okay. One thing you have to study in such a way that with a curiosity. That's very important quality. Why many people find difficulty in science? Some of the students find difficulty in some of the subjects or in all subjects. Okay, whatever it may be. Main thing for difficulty in understanding. Maybe you are not interested in subject, but whatever subject you are learning or you have been taught, you should have the curiosity. Okay, only if you have the curiosity, then you will get the interest. Okay, today, for example, Santosh or any physics, chemistry or whatever, sir will come to the class and give a lecture. Okay, so what generally we do, students, listen to the class, those who have good grasping power will note it down to remember whatever. Then after the exam, then they will forget. After maybe 1 month or something like that. Why it happens? Because it is studied in perspective of just sake of knowledge. Okay, and for the examination point of view. If you do so, you cannot enjoy the subject. Whatever you do, you should enjoy. How to enjoy the subject? Any subject it may be. So one should have curiosity to know why it is so. Okay, suppose that physics sir is talking about Newton's law. Okay, what made Newton to come out with a concept about gravity or any biological subject, genetics, John Gregor Mendel, how he proved the governing principle behind inheritance and variations, okay, or Thomas Alva Edison's contribution, many things. Any subject, any derivation, any formula, anything it may be. You should have the curiosity. Okay, you have to listen with the curiosity, and of course, I know here in PPC college, all teachers are excellent teachers. They create curiosity among the students. Okay, if you have a curiosity know about the concept, then automatically interest will come. If you have the interest, it becomes easy to learn, understand. If you understand it, okay. If you understand it will be in your mind, and you can excel in your examination also, and you can remember it for a long time. But what happens? Our studies, regular studies, there will be lecture, and you will learn depending upon your hard work or smart work. Exam you will write, and depending upon your performance, you will get score. Okay, I am sure all of you will come out with the flying colors. In the sense, first class with distinction. Of course, some of you may get rank also. That is one achievement, of course, but that itself is not sufficient. Okay, so you have to enjoy the subject. Then only you can excel. How to enjoy? That's what I have told. First, you should have curiosity about what you are learning. Any topic, each topic, not just one topic. Okay, today something is taught. You should have the curiosity to know about it. Okay. That's one thing. And why I am mentioning for a scientist, okay, who great scientists are there. Just now I have mentioned some of the scientists' names: Thomas Alva Edison, John Gregor Mendel, Barbara McClintock, Watson and Crick. Okay, many other scientists. Even Sir C.V. Raman, Chandrasekhar, many great scientists. So they become. You are also scientists, but they become great scientists. Why? Because of their passion for science. Okay, So no scientists, whoever great scientists we consider, okay, many of them got Nobel Prizes also, okay, for their discovery or invention. Now they did research or study not for the sake of any publication, promotion, nothing for that, just out of curiosity. Okay, if you see around us, there are so many curious things. Yes or no? So you may be having curious, very so hot here, why this person is wearing coat? Is it not curious? Okay, remarkable. So you should have the curiosity. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, so all this came out of curiosity. Okay. Second thing, very important, keen observation. Okay, keen observation. Actually, curiosity, many examples I can quote the scientists' names. Okay, so since I am from life science background, I will take example of genetics. Genetics, all of you know. Inheritance and variation. So we are all human beings. So, but each one of us is unique. Yes or no? If there are 10 children for a parent, all 10 children are different. With their respect of features, behavior, attitude, IQ, everything. Okay. So how it is possible? That's what an interesting question for many people. Okay. Before John Gregor Mendel, so many scientists did research, but they could not come out with the correct result. But Mendel was successful. You know, John Gregor Mendel is father of genetics. Why is he recognized father of genetics? Because he did scientific, systematic way. Science is nothing but systematic way of learning. Okay. In other words, science is all about unraveling the secret of nature by systematic study. That means experimentation. So one has to do experiment to prove the hypothesis, whatever it may be. So what I want to tell. So many people might have observed nature, but John Gregor Mendel, if you take one example, scientist, okay, he also for curiosity, how it is possible, so many varieties. If you take one plant, within that plant, okay, so many features. Some plants are tall, some are dwarf, some wrinkled, some like that. If you take our own example, okay, if you imagine that we have millions of people, all millions are different. So that is the exception, monozygotic means that you know. So how it is possible? How nature maintains that variety? Okay. So Mendel did the research. I think all the biology students have studied how Mendel carried out the experiment. I am not going to explain. But before Mendel also many people, okay, tried to understand that question, how nature maintains inheritance and variation. Okay. Mendel was successful because he did the experiment or research or study systematically. That's what science. Okay, so whatever you study, it should be systematic. Theory you will study, of course, theory will be explained, but it's not enough. Okay, a scientist should not blindly accept whatever has been already proven. Also, many times you know in science what has already proven or disproved. There are many examples. Even Einstein's black hole, that theory was also disproved by one Indian scientist, including Chandrasekhar, black hole. Okay. Understood. And science is like a flowing river. Okay, today any subject if you take, so much vast information you will get. One topic also, if you take a E is equal to MC square or photoelectric effect, about photoelectric effect only you will get hundreds of books, hundreds of journals, etc. It doesn't mean that we have understood 100% or we have understood completely. Okay, there is so much yet to understand. Yes or no? Okay, so there is always scope for further study, further research. It doesn't mean that so much we have understood everything about nature. Okay, that's one thing. Why I mentioned you too have the scope to conduct study or research and come out with a new discovery or invention. Okay, so there is one scientist called Zinder. Actually, he made one discovery during this MSc, first year MSc. Okay, transduction, I think. That's one concept for transduction. How viral particles infect bacteria and mechanism. So for that discovery, he shared Nobel Prize with other scientists. Why I mentioned him during his studies, okay, BSc honors or MSc first year. So it was his project work and it is a breakthrough in life science or in science. So students also have that tremendous opportunity to discover or to carry out a study. That is you people. Okay, that's why initially I have mentioned you people are budding scientists. So one thing, what is required? Curiosity. Curiosity, what to study one thing. Another thing, we should see the nature. There are many interesting things to know. Okay, those who really want to become scientists in future, you need not to go anywhere else. If you see around us, so many interesting things are there. So you have to ask question yourself, why it is so, why it is happening? Like that. If you go behind it to get the answer, okay, how to do that? You have to study some scientists' research, how they carry out research. Okay, it's not by overnight or just by 1 month study, you may not get result. Okay, so that's also very important. One is keen observation should be there. Okay, a keen observation. Another example I can give. That's also a Nobel Award discovery. Have you heard the name Alexander Fleming? Many examples I can give. Alexander Fleming. I will just brief a story of the discovery of penicillin. So Alexander Fleming was an ordinary scientist. He was a microbiologist. He was culturing microbes. Staphylococcus, one bacteria he was culturing in laboratory. Okay. So that microbial culture plates are there. After microbes are cultured, all those culture plates to be reused, they should be washed well. So what happened in between? So there was a holiday, 2-3 days holiday. So whatever culture plates that he was using, already inoculated into bacteria, Staphylococcus, were there. So he simply left and he forgot to wash it and keep one culture plate. So after 3 days he came back to his lab and just observed. He wanted to take it for washing. So when he observed, there was some strange thing. So that was contaminated with the mold. Okay. Is it comfortable if I explain in English or should I tell in Kannada? Okay. ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು? Are you understanding me? What I am studying? Okay. So please listen to it. It is also very important to our life. So here what happened? That culture plate, he did not wash it up as such. After 2 days when he returned to lab, surprising. So that contaminated, that plate was contaminated with the fungus, that is mold. People like us might have simply neglected, what is this nonsense, fungus came, we could have simply thrown it in the sink. But he did not do. He simply just observed. Okay. When he observed, one interesting thing he noted. No bacteria. Actually bacteria were there, but in place of bacteria, this one came, which was fungus. Okay. Then it raised question, how it is possible? Fungal growth is there, but no bacteria. Where this bacteria went? Before leaving the lab, so much bacteria were there, Staphylococcus. No bacteria. Only fungal growth is there. How it is possible? He went behind it. That curiosity and keen observation, both are important. Okay. He observed that bacteria are not visible. Okay. Of course, if there is so much contamination or this one bacteria colonies can be seen. Whatever it may be, that keen observation, you see how it ultimately led him to become a great scientist and he got Nobel Prize. Okay. Today even Alexander Fleming, one example, great scientist. Okay. So he did not neglect it, he went behind it. Is there any role by that mold or fungus? Okay. When he again tested which fungus it was penicillium. Penicillium, potato or fungus, one mold, it was common, it's commonly available. Okay. So is that fungus had any role? So when he did the research study, when he went behind it, simple study, it's not that a big sophisticated instrument, with a simple microscope and some basic chemistry test. Okay, he repeated it to confirm whether because of that fungus, bacterial growth was stopped. When he did so, initially it was happened accidentally, next he continued, whether same result I could get. When he did so, same result he got. Fungal growth was that, which stopped the growth of the bacteria. So when he went behind that, how he did the research, that's a different story, we studied. So ultimately, he understood that fungus produced a chemical. That chemical can kill bacteria. Any agents or chemicals that kill bacteria are called antibiotics. Today we use antibiotics. It is not so. It was the first natural antibiotic discovered. Okay, and since that antibiotic was derived from penicillium, it's named as a penicillin. I want penicillin. Even today it's called like a Ramaban for many of the diseases. Even to treat pneumonia also. But of course some people are allergic to it, test dose will be done. That's different. Penicillin is a broad spectrum antibiotic. That means it can be used to treat many infectious diseases. Okay, throat infection, fever, etc. I don't take too much of your time. I will finish and I requested for one video also later. Okay, so listening to Alexander Fleming's discovery of penicillin, we have to understand one curiosity, okay, another keen observation, and he become international famous. He is not there now. Okay, it is in 1920s. Okay, but his name is still there because of his contribution. Actually, he was like ordinary people like us, and he did not want to become a scientist, nothing like that. But just out of curiosity, he discovered penicillin. And thereafter, so much research went on. Even today, so much research is going on. Chemistry people also synthesize novel derivatives with the antibiotic property and natural products also. That's what I have mentioned. Okay, when we have penicillin, Ramamana like that, why again we want antibiotics? It's not like that. It's a continuous journey. Even after 100 years also, research on antibiotics from natural sources and like chemistry also, research will continue. Are you understand? Because there is a more and more demand for products, pharmaceuticals or whatever. Just one example. Okay. This is one example of Alexander Fleming. So if you take another example of a great scientist from whom also we can learn. Okay. So in science actually there is a one discovery called serendipity discovery. So serendipity discovery is accidental discovery. Penicillin is an example for accidental discovery. He did not want to discover antibiotic, but because of some experiment, because of his curiosity, interest and keen observation, he came out with a new discovery, that is penicillin. Okay. Another person, Thomas Alva Edison. All of you heard. Yes or no? One famous scientist. Even LKG did also asked Thomas Alva Edison. Is very famous. Why he became famous? Do you know how many patents he had? How many patents? As many, getting one patent itself is a great. But he had during that time so much communication, no mobile phone, no technology. But during that time only, he obtained 1000 patents. And another feature, of course he had some disease during his childhood, a fever and a ear infection, that made him totally deaf. Thomas Alva Edison, he cannot hear. But such a person, and he is not big qualified. Okay, but he has so much interest about the nature, creativity. In science, that's also very, very important. Creativity. I have told keen observation, curiosity, okay, and creativity is also very, very important. Creativity, one classic example, Thomas Alva Edison, and pursuance or passion. Actually, he wanted to invent items or devices which are useful to society. Okay, that's what his intention from birth. Okay. But thing, he tried. Actually, it's the first device. Today it become popular. During that time only, you may not believe. Today voting machine. All of you have the rights of voting. Vote ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Relation, voting machine alva. So recent, maybe around 20 years onwards, in India it became very popular. During that time, 1920s only, it was Thomas Alva Edison, the first developed voting machine. If you go to Google or anywhere else, you will get information. But it did not become popular. And he invested his personal money. And it became loss, financial loss also. But he did not set back. Of course, he got disappointment, all those things, and his family members, friends scolded him. Why you simply waste money like this? because 2-3 devices what he developed successfully, it did not become popular. Okay, people are not ready to accept it for their this one. Then he went on, and of course bulb. Okay, so whenever we mention Thomas Alva Edison, people think that it is called a bulb, electric bulb. It's not only electric bulb. Okay, as many as 1,000 patents are here. Even today, all of them are working. Even our motion picture movie we see. Okay, today TV etc. is there. Main credit should go to Thomas Alva Edison. He was the first person to develop a technology for motion picture. Okay, similarly there are many contributions, inventions. Okay, so see, you have to appreciate it, Thomas Alva Edison, and regarding that bulb, that's one interesting thing. So he wanted to come out with a product or develop a product, okay, which can give the light. Actually, before that also bulb was there, but it was very costly. Only rich people can afford it. Okay, but he wanted to develop a bulb, okay, which will be useful to common people also, affordable to common people also. He made an attempt like anything for several years, as many as 10,000 items. Day and night he did research, okay, whether it's working, whether it can be used as a bulb for a long duration and affordable. Then what the carbonic bamboo he developed, okay, which can be used as a bulb. Are you understanding? Okay. So before coming out of final success, developing a bulb, okay, which gives light, 10,000 items he tried, but he did not take it as a failure. So he gave a statement that by doing research, by attempting those many materials, I realized or world came to know that these items are not working. Okay, that is called science. Okay, so here also, if you take science as a science subject as a curious subject, interesting subject, and it's very much useful to our life in one or the other. Today we have so many technologies. PPT is there, fan is there, okay, mobile phones, video camera is there, so many things are there. Behind all technologies, there is science. Science in the sense of natural phenomena. So you should know. Many people, students do not know. Okay, there are two things in science. One is discovery, another invention. Okay, so discovery means understanding the secret of nature. I told about John Gregor Mendel. Okay, he discovered the principle of inheritance and variation. Okay, so that the Newton's law of gravity or law of relativity of Einstein. Okay, so they are some under discoveries. That is understanding the secret of nature. So inventions, I told Thomas Alva Edison, he invented. It's not that many people, science students also made mistake. Thomas Alva discovered bulb. Okay, another person discovered a polymer chain reaction. Many things. It's not like that. Whatever devices that have been developed, it's called invention. So that difference one should know in scientists. Discovery is nothing but understand the secret of nature. Why secret of nature? Nature simply does not tell you the answer. Why it is so, why it is not like that. Okay. So we have to go behind it. Then only we will come to know that that secret we can reveal it. Unravel the secret of nature. How? By systematic study. Okay. And another important thing in science, why science is something different from other branches of knowledge or humanities. In what way? You people are science students, so both theory and practical should be there. Why practicals? Only theory is not sufficient. Why practical? Because you want to learn through experimentation. You want to prove. That's what initially I have told. Being a science student, you cannot simply accept the blindly anything. Okay, you have to accept it with a proof. How to get the proof? By doing experiments. Okay, so that's what called systematic study. So one example, Einstein, I heard, famous scientist, one of the great scientists. Okay, he got Nobel Prize. Yes or no? Did we see a Nobel laureate? Last bench. Einstein. I'm speaking about Einstein. He got Nobel Prize. Yes or no? Nobel laureate. For which he got Nobel Prize? Discovery or invention? So many people make mistake. So he got Nobel Prize for law of relativity, or E is equal to mc square. Is it so? Response? Please give a response, right or wrong? Okay, so it's wrong actually. Why it is wrong? I mean, why he did not get Nobel Prize? Of course, when we mention Einstein, the first thing comes in our mind, E is equal to mc square. Yes or no? Okay, or a law of relativity. It's very applicable to not only physics, chemistry, in all branches of science, in our day-to-day life also. Okay, quantum physics. Today we speak about quantum physics originated from that point of time. Okay, anyway, what I want to tell, but he did not get Nobel Prize, or he has not been awarded Nobel Prize, not for the law of reality. What is that? Law of relativity. He got the Nobel Prize for photoelectric effect. Okay, he had like the Thomas Alva Edison, Einstein also had so many inventions and discoveries. But main discovery is law of relativity, another one photoelectric effect. But when we mention the word Einstein, person name, law of relativity comes, not photoelectric effect. But he got actually Nobel Prize in the field of for his invention or discovery of photoelectric effect. Why he did not get the Nobel Prize for law of relativity? Is equal to because that's theoretical. Okay, so Nobel Prize will be awarded only if there is experimental proof. What Einstein, okay, told about E is equal to mc square, that is based on a derivation. The derivation seems to be simple. E is equal to mc square. Sir knows and me. So that's an interesting story. He went inside one room, private room. He told his wife, so don't disturb me for 1 week. Okay, I will be in the room. Don't disturb me. Only just provide me food. Okay, don't disturb me. Whoever comes, tell that I will not hear. That's what he ordered his wife and family members. So after 1 week he came out with a one notebook. Final that one is that E is equal to mc square. And his wife did not understand. But it became a revolutionary. But it's a theoretical assumption based on derivation. He derived it. And that answered many questions until then it was there, including answer Newton's work also. Okay, but he did not get Nobel Prize because that is not based on experiments. But he got Nobel Prize for photoelectric effect because he proved it with experiment. So that is the reason you not only theory but also practical you will do. Through practical or experimental you will learn. You can enjoy the subject what you have understood in the theory. Understood? Okay. But it is to give you training. It is to increase your skill. Whatever practical you do, science, being a science student. But you have to apply it in your day-to-day life. That is very important. That's what I wanted to mention. Sir, our Dr. A.P. Bhatt, while reading I understood. He is actually professor of physics. He served, he contributed a lot, he guided PhD, everything is fine. But more than that, what knowledge he has, what skill he has, okay, he dedicated to society, for the welfare of society. Even after retirement also he is contributing. That's what great. That is also one thing we have to learn from him. One example. So, are you understanding? That's what initially I have mentioned. Science people, when you are scientists or science students, you have special responsibility in society. Okay, so society has so many issues today. It may be communal harmony, destroying the communal harmony. Okay, but you should know, being a science student, we all came from same background, same platform. Not only we ourselves, we made in the name of many things, religion, caste, that this, control, male, female, all those things. Yesterday I was teaching for our students about proteins and amino acids. So you know, proteins have 20 amino acids. One example I am quoting. You know, proteins, all proteins are made up of 20 amino acids. If you take protein from microbes, plants, animals, whatever, there are so many amino acids. Chemistry people can also say that so many amino acids. But whatever amino acids present in protein are exactly same what we find in microbes, plants, animals, etc. That means we all originated from the same ancestor. And whatever our molecular machinery is there, protein synthesis, DNA replication, same mechanism almost. In bacteria also same mechanism, plants also same. But during the course of evolution, some complexity and some diversity happen. But basically we are all one and same. According to nature, we are all one and same. Okay, that you have to create awareness. One example. So similarly, there are many things we can create awareness. That is scientific approach. Okay, many problems can be solved by scientific approach. One problem how we can solve, I wanted to show a video with that we can solve. Just one example I want to show video. Okay, that's the one program we conducted in our university. How you can contribute to society in a simple way. Okay, hope you understood. Being a scientist, you can contribute a lot to society. Today we are speaking about climate change. So many issues. Can you contribute to mitigate climate change or global warming? Yes, it is possible. Okay. And another thing, which college? What is the name of your college? Poornaprajna college. Okay. Prajna means Prajna, consciousness. Poorna. Okay. So that I am very happy about the college name. Who gave that name? I don't know. But it is a very good name, very good meaning. Okay. Since you people are studying in Poornaprajna college, okay, we should be full of consciousness. Consciousness means it may be full of intelligence, full of senses. Today, many of us make mistakes. Whenever we make a mistake, common sense is not there. Imagine after the lecture, you go. So you want to feel like eat an ice cream. So you will eat ice cream. Then ice cream, that wrapper will be there. Simply it will grow there. Is it a common sense? Okay. Being a science student, you should know. And you have to create awareness. First we have to follow. Similarly, some people park car or vehicles. Okay. It is very disturbing. So myself and Dr. My colleague coming there, there was a strike in the market. One fellow parked the car in such a way that nobody can move. Okay, so that I just mentioned what nonsense. So he doesn't see common sense like that. So, but everywhere many problems can be solved. So why I mentioned Poornaprajna, you should have full of consciousness. When I mentioned science student, one intelligence, another one discipline is also very important. Is it not? Discipline in your studies, discipline in your lifestyle. Okay, discipline in your preparation for exam, everywhere. Okay, you should be role model for others, being a science student. That's what the main thing for organizing or hosting one program like the Science Association or on platforms. Okay, so I will brief it in 2 minutes, then you will realize and how you can contribute. I told many problems can be solved in a simple scientific approach. Okay, you being a science student, how you can contribute to nature or a society or nation also. So one major problem, so many problems are there in India and worldwide. One major problem we are facing, waste management. Yes or no? Waste management. It's a major issue. Because of this waste management, which also leads to improper waste management, leads to pollution. And pollution is one of the reasons for what we are facing today. Climate change, global warming, landsliding, untimed rain, black trees, etc. Okay? So how we can contribute? So in that context we have conducted one program. So solid waste management is a big issue in the stock market. Okay. So one major problem today India is facing, waste management. Okay, you may be knowing that India has in one respect that's a bad name. Okay, are you Indians? So we are all Indians right now. So you should have the proud feeling that we are all Indians. Okay, being Indian we have to contribute to the nation. How we can? So India is one bad name. So in the world, India is the third biggest country to generate waste, solid waste. And India is also known for misappropriate waste management. In many places we see. Okay, at our home also we improperly manage waste. Okay, so how we can contribute? Okay, so I told about climate change, all those things. We can solve to some extent. Otherwise, what we do, whatever waste we generate, simply burn it or simply give it to municipality people. They will take, dump it. If it is dumped also, it is dangerous. Okay, so we can contribute at home. Okay, that's what I wanted to show. Okay, one second. ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು, ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪರಿಸರ ಸ್ನೇಹಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಘನತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇವತ್ತು. ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರವಾಗಿ ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರದ ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಯೋಧರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೀಟ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೀಟದ ಹೆಸರು ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು. ಅದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಹೆಸರು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ ಫ್ಲೈ. ಓಕೆ, ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ ಫ್ಲೈ ಅಂತ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ನೇಮ್ ಹರ್ಮೇಶ್ ಇಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹರ್ಮೇಶ್ ಇಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ ಫ್ಲೈ ಅಂತ, ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಘನತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಮೇಜರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಘನತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ವಿಧಾನ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ 1-2 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅವನು NIT ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, he actually very brilliant student. He wanted to contribute. Actually he is associated with the Ramakrishna mission. ಮಠ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮಂಗಳದೇವಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ he joined. So he wanted to somehow contribute to society. Though he is an engineer from NIT, he could have gone to some corporate company. Okay, but he wanted to contribute. So he made one simple device, simple method. ಮಡಿಕೆ 3 ಮಡಿಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಮ್ದು ಎಂಥದೇ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮನೇಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಏನು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಮನೇಲಿ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಈಗ ಮನೇಲಿ ಕಿಚನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಈ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೊದಲು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ರೂಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಇದು ಮಾತ್ರ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯ ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ ಬಂದಾಗ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಘನತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಸವಾಲಾಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಸವಾಲಾಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸವಾಲು, ಒಂದು ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಹಸಿ ಕಸ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡ್ರೈ ವೇಸ್ಟ್, ಒಣ ಕಸ. ಅದೆರಡನ್ನ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಟು ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಹಸಿ ಕಸವನ್ನು, ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ವೇಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫಲವತ್ತಾದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ನೀವು ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯೂರ್ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಶೇಖರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ 1 kgಗೆ ಈಗ 30 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಏನೋ ಇದೆ, per kg 10 rupees ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಡಿ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ಏನಾದರೂ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಣ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಥವಾ ತುಂಬ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಏನು ಬೇಡ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ತಂದುಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಕಪ್ಪು ಸೈನಿಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಅದೊಂದು ಕೀಟ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಯನ್ನು ಹರಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಹೋದರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗೋಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಗೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ ಫ್ಲೈ. ಅದು 1 kgಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ಧ kgಗೆ 1000-2000 rupees ಇದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು 3 ಮಡಿಕೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಮನೇಲಿ. 3 ಮಡಿಕೆ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ಹಸಿ ಕಸ ಏನಿದೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಡ್ರೈ ಕಸವನ್ನು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೆಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ರೀಸೈಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಶೆಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ವಾಸನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಸೊ ಮುಂದಿನ ನಾವು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇನ್ನೂ 20 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಟೈಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅದೋ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ಟು ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಶೇರ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಿಷಯ ನಾನು ಏನು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಈಗ ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಅವನು ಸಚಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು, ಅವನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್, BTech ಆಗಿದೆ, MTech ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, BE ಮಾಡಿ MTech ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು 3 ಮಡಿಕೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಚಾರಿಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆ ಮಡಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ 1000 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಬೇರೆ ಏನೂ ಬೇಡ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ತೆಂಗಿನ ನಾರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನೂ ಬೇಡ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಿಚನ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಈಗ ವರ್ಮಿ ಕಾಂಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಎರೆಗೊಬ್ಬರ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಕಿಚನ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾನ್ ವೆಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಖಾರದ ಅಂಶ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಅರ್ಥವರ್ಮು ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬೇಗ ಸಾಯ್ತವೆ. ಅವುಗಳ ವೆರಿ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಗ್ ಶೆಲ್, ಫಿಶ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, ಸಾಂಬಾರು, ಅನ್ನ, ರೈಸು, ಎಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ, ತರಕಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಇವನ್ನ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ, ಮೊಸರು, ಏನು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಡಿಕೆಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಏನು ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಸಿಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಅವರು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಂತ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಫೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿಚನ್ ವೇಸ್ಟು, ಡ್ರೈ ವೇಸ್ಟು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ, ಉಡುಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅದು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ, ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿವೆ ಇದನ್ನು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಮ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಅನೇಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ತುಂಬ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ವಾ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಸಬ್ ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ PCM ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, PCM ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಟ್ಟಿ, ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಟಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಟಫ್ ಆಗ್ತದಾ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಟಫ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಟಫ್ ಇದೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸವಾಲಾಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸುಲಭ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಓದಬೇಕಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಪದೇ ಡೌಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡಿಂದ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಆ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಸಬ್ ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ನೀವು ಸಬ್ ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡನ್ನು ಟ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಂಥದೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈಸಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸು, ಈಗ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 100ಕ್ಕೆ 40 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಯೂಸ್ both conscious and the subconscious mind, or if you do smart work, you can tomorrow get 100 out of 100. It is experimentally proven. It has experimentally proven. ನಾನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನಂತ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದಿವಸ ಬಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಡೋಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ, ಎನಿ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ವಿದಿನ್ ಅವರ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾಳೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಓಕೆ ಎನಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ನನಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ? ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆ ಥರ ನಿಮ್ದು ಏನೇ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಇದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ಎ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಕಿದ್ದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ವಿಷಯ ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇರಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರೋ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯ ಆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಮೂಲನ ಹುಡುಕಿದ್ರೆ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಅದು ಒಂದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದೆ, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್. ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, BSc MSc ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪರಿಟಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಯೂಸ್? ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್. ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪರಿಟಿ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ನಾಲೆಜನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರವಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಹೌ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಅದರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ to contribute to society in scientific way. This is one example. So with this brief note, I wind up because time given for me is around half an hour. I think I have taken more time. Whatever it may be, once again I thank college principal and management and my friend Santosh Kumar. Given this great opportunity to come to this great college and meeting people like you, youngsters, young minds. Okay, I am sure tomorrow all of you will excel in your life to contribute to the nation like a great people. What our scientists have taught, you will also become one fine day a great scientist. Okay, with my best wishes, I wind up my talk. Thank you, Anand.